Hello and welcome to the second episode of Humans of Talos. I am Amy Simonisi and I am here with JJ Cummings today, who leads a team on our threat intelligence and interdiction team focused on nation state security and intelligence matters. JJ, how are you doing?
Doing well, doing well. I appreciate you having me on. It's nice to have a little bit of break, or of a break, I should say, from.
Yeah, I'm sure. And you must be really busy right now too, the state of the world and all. So I appreciate you
Yeah,
being
it's
here.
a hot mess out there. That's right.
What led you to your role at Talos?
Prior to Talos's formal formation or creation, I was a part of the SourceFire acquisition, and I was a part of SourceFire for many years leading up to that, where we focused on. We didn't really have formal incident response, but we were kind of the Skunk Works project, the team that I led more or less. So we built custom capabilities for very special customers. We helped with deep investigations and analysis and incident response and threat hunting efforts for special source fire customers. And then that moved into the kind of the Cisco world when Cisco acquired us. After we had created the Talos incident response team, we determined that there was kind of the need for a because of the work we were doing inside of the Talos incident response team, in terms of intelligence work and partners who wanted to partner with us and share information with us. We kind of determined that there was a need and I think frankly Matt Olney also already started to create a threat intelligence team. So there was an opportunity for me to come over to that team to start to build out the capabilities and the path forward for that team with Matt and Ryan Pentney and several others at the time. And kind of from there, the threat intelligence and interdiction team grew to what it is today.
What is something about your day-to-day role at Talos that people might be particularly surprised by or interested in?
I mean, I would imagine there's a lot that they would be interested in. You kind of get into the weeds; it's not as interesting. One of the challenges that we always have when we're working with a lot of different partners are how do we control the information, right? Because some partners tell us, "Hey, we're going to tell you something. We want feedback, but you can't tell anybody else," which is really difficult. I mean, that's probably one of the greatest difficulties. It really is getting information and having that information shared in a way that we can't do anything about it, right? So often what we then do is we take that information and we try to identify our own ways to be able to point to how we identified it so that it doesn't burn that partner, for lack of a better phrase, right? We have to find ways to highlight things in unattributable or alternately attributable ways. The good news is I have got, again, an amazing team behind me that, I mean, they're force multipliers, and they are beasts when it comes to getting the job done.
So, when you're facing those challenging problems, how do you stay motivated and focused?
So I think, frankly, one of the reasons I've been doing this for 2 decades, I feel like we are having a significant positive impact, right? An impact for the greater good. Sometimes it's hard to see that through the clouds and the bureaucracy and the tedium of trying on a fighting on a daily basis to get this information actionable over here and to make sure that these people agree with what I'm saying and I provided enough context so that they have an appreciation for the magnitude of the event that's unfolding or that we believe is about to unfold, as the case may also be. Um, for those reasons, we keep doing it. Burnout's a real thing. I try to take a fair amount of, I guess now we call it VTO, to reset myself. I'm always available. I almost always still get calls, even when I'm on VTO. On numerous occasions, I've, been on a ship in the middle of the Atlantic, and I've had to deal with um, one or a series of uh, international events, one might say, to try and deal with, how we're going to respond. How have we responded? What's our take on this problem? What do we know? What can we share? Um, we have sources of our own information that we turn into intelligence that we have to protect. I have to make the assumption at any given moment that any intelligence we produce is going to cross the desk of the adversary that we are talking about. So I have to make sure uh, that it is unclear what the source of that information is if they're reading that information.
How do you fill your cup outside of work if you're not getting those calls in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean? What's something that
Sure.
you're passionate about?
Sure. So, I mean, one, I love spending time with my kids when they're not doing something they shouldn't do, which is most of the time these days. They're about at that age. So I spend a lot of time with family, though. We do a tremendous amount of things together as a family. In fact, I'm up right now. We have a small cabin in Colorado, and this is where I come in the summer. And I think the phrase that goes around our organization TI&I is I'm at my happy place, right? Um, to paraphrase from Happy Gilmore, I suppose. But um, I try to disconnect. There's not a lot of time that goes by where I'm not still thinking about things that are top on my priority list. Because a lot of what we do entails thinking through what the threat actor is we think they're going to do or what they are doing. Uh, so kind of to that end, again, while even though I step away, I'm still connected. I still get those phone calls. I still get those signal messages, the WebEx messages, and the 18 other mediums that all of our different partners and friends and customers want to use to share information. Which I guess that's good. It's a diversification of technology. So bad guy gets in one of them. They're hopefully not going to be in all of them. So
Yeah, absolutely. And at least you're getting all of this information like in a beautiful location. Like the mountains and hills behind you look
oh,
gorgeous.
it's
So
wonderful here. The only regrets I have here are that I work more than I should when I'm up here.
that's fair. So with that, I can take us to our last question.
Yeah.
What advice would you give someone who wants to join Talos or a team like Talos?
Sure. So Talos in general is a big animal, right? We've got a lot
Mhm.
of people working for us with a lot of different abilities, knowledge sets. The I think the one thing that I would say, and even when I'm seeking people to fill roles that I might have on my team, is be hungry and be willing to do what it takes to get the job done. Um, I when I'm looking for folks, I don't even necessarily care about their technical capability, right? Sure, I love it if people have a deep, deep technical capability and knowledge set. But I'm looking for the person that's hungry, that is willing to take ownership of something, whatever that thing is, and own it to its end, right? Now, that doesn't mean you have to do everything, but you're going to make sure the steps are taken and that they're taken appropriately. You're going to make sure the questions are answered. And when we get to the end of it, we know what the story was. We know where we landed. We know who did what, and we know that it was done to an acceptable level. Um, if you're somebody that just wants to, process tickets on a daily basis, there's still a place for you there too to own that. But in my world, it's about understanding the totality of whatever it is that you're working. If you can do those things, I can teach you the technical stuff.
Right, right. You can't necessarily teach people's fire, their driving motivation. They have to
That's right.
authentically have that from the start.
That's right.
Totally agreed. Yeah. Well, JJ, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. It was wonderful.
There go the dogs.
There are the dogs. If you like this series, the first episode where I sit down with Hazel Burton is out on our channel, and you can go ahead and subscribe so you're notified when the next episode is up. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.